We are on a hunt for two Mercedes that were dropped off last night. The driver dropped them off at a restaurant. I think the driver has both sets of keys to the Mercedes. So we're gonna head inside, wait around for the shipper to show up with our keys. I know the drama's not over, but let's go see what cars are selling for inside. What a good kid. Makes me proud. $5,500 on a 20.
That's 65.
Yeah. Oh! I am not a violent person. How do you handle this situation? You do not want to be me in today's video. I purchased two Mercedes SL 500s over a year ago. They were absolute headaches. I cannot get rid of them. But I'm going to ship them down from New Hampshire to Florida, where we're going to sell them at the Mecum Classic Car Sale. Well, this is part 2 to that video. I hired a shipper that didn't speak much English, that was very difficult to work with, and they still have the keys to my vehicle. They told me they were going to meet me with the keys in our last video. They didn't. Today's video, hopefully we can connect with them. We're going to show you some really, really cool cars at the auction. My son is learning how to drive, and he's going to join us at the auction, and then we're going to try to get these Mercedes registered, checked in, and sold at the Classic Car Sale. You're gonna join me for all of it. I'm telling you right now, you do not wanna be me. See how I do it, don't do it, learn from my mistakes. A lot of headaches for me, hopefully a lot of entertainment for you. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Let's get going. Logan wanted to show me something. This minivan? What is it? What's so odd about it?
It's right-hand drive. It's from Japan.
Right-hand drive from Japan. It is a 97 Toyota Ipsum.
That's Japan's.
So fun fact, you know your Uncle Abba, he had a Mitsubishi version of this. And it was, I think, turbocharged. It was basically like an Eclipse GSX. But it was a minivan, but it had doors instead of sliders. Open that door for me real quick. I like the reflective tint too. So the door opens, and it is odd, but that is so 90s. And then you have the fold down seats with a third row seat. Also has cup holders. Really, really neat to see this thing. It's like, probably drives like a Corolla, and it's efficient and reliable, and it's also spacious. What is an Ipsum worth? I don't know, maybe we should find out what an Ipsum is worth. What, $1,200? $3,000? $4,500? I can't imagine it's worth more than $4,500, because who the heck wants one?
How does a Ford Expedition get in this auction?
How does a Ford Expedition get into this? Good question. Odd car. Why is it here unless it has like insanely low miles maybe? So it has 54,000 miles is why it's here. 2003 Ford Expedition with 53,000 miles. And honestly, it has some burnt clear coat. So you can see here, and then I saw it over here too. Yeah, this door's been hit, and see how wavy it is in the paint? That's actually a run in the paint. Clear coat's peeling off there. That's burned through. So somebody over polished the car and burned the door. So yeah, cool, it has low miles, but this car has a history. And you probably don't want to know what it is. Yeah, the interior, actually the interior is not even that mint either. The driver's seat, this car has a story, and you gotta be careful. So yeah, 54,000 miles, but the headlights have been corrected. See the line right there? You polish headlights now. You can see that line. So someone did a headlight correction. Someone polished it too much and burned through the paint. There's actually a wave right here too, so see that wave? So this car is, oh, and then look at how like orange peely the paint is back here. You know, if you look at an orange peel, how it's like textured, that's how this paint is, which is why they probably over sanded there. The entire truck's been repainted. There's a run right here and right here. The entire truck's been repainted, and then somebody wet sanded and over polished it to get it to look okay. And then look at the seat. Yeah, this thing's rough. It has a history, it has a story, and you probably want to stay away from it. Logan went off to get some popcorn. Who knows what the Chrysler Imperial came from? What TV show? It's beyond me, so I'm not showing my age. Let me see your age. What movie and TV show did the Chrysler Imperial get featured in? Teaser, he was a karate expert. I feel like this Camaro is going to be a good deal. It says RS and it's a manual transmission. I thought the RS was a 6-speed, but this says V8. This says 305. 350 cubic inch V8 with a 5-speed in a RS. RS. I thought RS was 6-cylinder. I feel like it's going to be fairly cheap. Oh, that is not I don't think that's the factory engine. Red Mist is running through the auction very shortly, and I'm curious to see what it's worth. What a good kid. Makes me proud. This is an electric motorcycle, and those are the pegs. So you lay on it, and that's where your feet go. Yes, exactly. And then you'll notice like it spins everything from inside, so there's no rim to the car, to the bike. And then look straight through there, straight across. Oh wow. That's the car of the show that is on most of the catalogs. Of course it's not on this one. But that's the car of the show right there. This is the tent. You have a Plymouth Roadrunner, another Gullwing over there. We have a McLaren, some Ferraris. There's an F40 over there. And then, is this a 917? What do they call this car? Is it a 917? This is an original Le Mans driver's jacket that's going up for sale. Oh, cool.
And the car seemed to handle pretty well to me. And it was
so that right there is Steve McQueen, and this is the movie Le Mans. Steve McQueen was also in Bullet, where he raced a Ford Mustang. So he's just good at making cars famous in the late 60s, early 70s. So did you see what the F40 is worth? This is like essentially the last of the real Ferrari. There's no brains to it, no computers, manual transmission. This is like their last real car, and that's why it's worth $3.2 to $3.5 million. And then Ford GT and a Huracan, and a new one, another one, Ford GT. See how far we are from what?
See how far you are from that.
In our Flip series? Well, this is 400,000, and we're currently at 60,000 in our Ferraris. So we have a long ways to go. $60,000 360 to 400,000 on a Storado. And then Fat Truck, which is essentially a shirt. This thing's $200,000. How do you steer? Is it a joystick? Oh, cool, it is a joystick. I bet this is really fun to drive around. Do you know what this is?
Ford.
It's a Stanley Steamer. It runs off steam like a locomotive. I think Jay Leno burnt himself pretty badly in one of these. See the valves? They're valves like at your house, like a faucet. So you turn it to adjust the steam pressure, and then it moves on steam. It's crazy. You gotta let the water warm up to create enough steam. 1906 Stanley race car replica. So this is the real Austin Powers Jaguar from all three movies. And what did they just say, Logan?
Oh, they couldn't afford buying more than one.
Imagine that. They couldn't afford more than one of these in the Austin Powers series.
to get her car, and she didn't understand.
Yeah, baby. I can't believe I just did that. $5,500 on a 20. Yeah.
That's 6.5. 6.5.
65. Yeah. Oh! I'm done there. One owner, 2018 Alfa Romeo. 75. Now I'm done. Sure? Yeah, thank you. That's still a pretty darn good deal. Had a check engine light on though. So a check engine light on Alfa Romeo, I don't know that we want to get into that. Still a great deal, 2018 Alfa Romeo for $8,000, but it had a check engine light on it, and I didn't get to look at it. Newer cars are easy. I can scan the VIN and then type in the mileage, and then it tells me like I can resell that car for $9,000. But then it varies, like between 7,400, 6,300, 8,800, and one owner, no accidents. So like 6,000, 7,000, we're doing okay. Anything more than that, we're kind of gambling, especially with a check engine light on. So fun fact for anybody interesting, I do a lot of bird dogging for people. What does that mean? I hunt down vehicles. So I have a friend looking for an Apache. There's an Apache over there that's in rough shape, and then there's an Apache here that is probably a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. What do I mean? Like it looks perfect from 5 feet away, but when you get up close, there's little things. And this is the stuff that you won't see in photos that they need to see. Mirrors are new, doors are new, but then if you look in here, there's a little bubble here, a little spot right there. My phone died. So what I was saying was I actually find vehicles. So if you've watched a lot of my auction vehicles, I have access to pretty much anything you could ever imagine. If you're looking for something, anything really, that's what I love to do. So reach out to me on my website if there's something I can find for you. I'd be happy to do a search and figure out where we can get it. Can't finance because you're too far away. You gotta be cash buyer ready to purchase. And we usually take a deposit in case we find the car. I don't wanna get stuck with it. So reach out to me if it's something you're interested in finding, I can find it for you. I love doing that. In the meantime, it's getting dark and the transporter said he's about a half an hour away. So we're gonna go grab a bite to eat and then meet the transporter to get the keys. I just said that the sun's going down. The whole reason I needed this guy here yesterday before 6:30 was because the auction stops letting cars in at 6:30. So it was supposed to be in last night before 6:30, and he didn't get here till midnight, so he was 5.5 hours late. Today I showed up to get this thing in here a day before, and it's almost 6:30 again. It's 5:50, so I have 40 minutes to get the keys and get both those cars behind the fence. And I don't know how far this guy is because he answers in broken English. He said 30 minutes ago. Perfect, thank you, I appreciate it. The dispatcher told me to go first and get stuck. Then I'll go to you. I'm not sure what you're saying. Can you please tell me how long this auction closes at 6:30? I need to get it in behind the fences before then. It was supposed to be in there last night. No response. No response. It's completely dark. Dinner's over, 6:40. I can't get in touch with anybody. So if I call my broker,
your call has been forwarded to the
goes to voicemail. If I call my transporter, texted me at 5, said it'll be here in a half an hour. That was an hour and 38 minutes ago. If I call him,
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has...
So what do we've just been killing time all day. So we just keep killing time aimlessly, not knowing how far away they're... I don't think he's a half an hour away still. I don't know how far. Is he 2 hours? Is he 3 hours? Maybe he's on the side of the road taking a nap because he's up with his time and his logbook. I don't know because nobody has called to tell me what's going on because there is zero communication in the transportation world. They show up whenever they want. Half an hour away is 3 hours. And just to put it in perspective, I got a text from him a while ago that said, I hope you'll pay me off right away. I'll give you the keys and I'll leave. I've lost half a day and haven't had time to download anything today. I literally killed my entire day. And Lauren, he was 4 hours late picking her up. She had to leave from her house in the middle of the night to go give him the keys to the cars. But on his time, he's not able to download anything today. Cool. Love it. I was able to get a hold of somebody. ETA is between 8 and 9 p.m. for now. That is your problem, not mine. We are not keys delivery. This is me, I'm being patient and trying not to say anything I'll regret. And he said, shut up. He was supposed to meet me this morning, not this afternoon. You made all this problem. I'm not a waiting room because he told me he's not an Uber. He can't guarantee a time. You was trying to scam, but nothing happened. That was your problem. This guy's a real a-hole. He is in Tampa right now. This kid has school tomorrow. I'm 2 hours from home, and he has all of my keys. I'm actually just gonna see if I can get keys cut. I'll see how much it costs to cut 3 keys and forget this guy. Maybe they do it here. I think the entry gate's down here. Let's just get the bike again. We'll cruise around. Right there is the check-in gate. So they're still open, but the driver's in Tampa. So it doesn't even matter that they're still open. We just have nothing to do but kill time now. So we're just gonna sit around and wait. If they have a key service, honestly, I'd rather pay a key service the $1,000 and the guy can keep the keys. I'd rather give it to somebody else, and I'm completely helpless right now. If they don't have a key service, they have me, and they know it, and that's why he can say whatever he wants and tell me to shut up. That's it for now. What is this?
3-wheel golf cart.
So Logan and I watched the Seaboys on YouTube, and one of them flipped this over in reckless golfing. And then 250R, Z50, Z50. Look at this thing. This is pretty amazing. A YSR 50, I think it's a 50cc 2-stroke. $4,000. 1988. The 80s were awesome. Goes up to 50 miles an hour for a kid. The 80s. Just unsafe. Everything is unsafe the way it was supposed to be. So that's it. The last car of the day is officially going through at 7:15, and we still have, I don't even know what to do. How long do we have here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
And a 2022 Epic EL60M golf cart.
12 seconds later.
And here we go. The auction's over. So now what do we do for the next? He says 9. 9, it'll be 10 or 11. I don't even know. I don't even know what to do. My broker doesn't answer the phone. The transporter doesn't answer the phone. I'm gonna go home. Forget it. They can do whatever they want. I don't care. I'll be back tomorrow morning. This place is closed. Why am I gonna stick around in my truck? He has homework, he has school. I can't wait anymore. Logan's got school tomorrow. We're 2 hours away. I promised his mom I'd have him home, like we'd be back home in time. This is what the guy said. I said, forget it. Forget it, I'm leaving. Keep them. I'll cut new keys tomorrow. The 2 Mercedes have been paid for. If you touch them, I'm calling the police. Ha ha ha. That's what I supposed. My son has school tomorrow. I can't be here all night. You scammers. Yeah. Scammer, I've been here for 9 hours waiting to pay you. You scammer, that won't happen. Believe me. Saw like 100 you. I'll be back in the morning if he wants to meet, otherwise, to get paid. Otherwise, I'll cut new keys. Nothing special. Moron. I want to pay you. No. I want cars and keys and to pay you. That's all. We leave Florida tonight. I've been here for 9 hours waiting. You will pay anyways, believe me, 2 times. I don't care. I'm not paying anymore. I'm not supposed to deliver keys to you. He has the keys to the car he delivered. I've paid for 2 Mercedes. If they aren't there in the morning, I'm calling Wikipedia, I meant police, for theft. You will pay twice, believe me. All good. I can't be here all night. My son has school in the morning. The auction's closed. The lights are out. I wanted to pay you. I tried. You're impossible to work with. Unless he's close, I'm leaving. I am in a current text argument with a lowlife, trying my hardest to not say anything that I would regret, which is really difficult to not stoop down to someone else's level. I even pulled the YouTube card. I hate that I pulled the YouTube card. I even pulled the YouTube card. I have to drive to West Palm tonight to get my son home. I can't go to Tampa because he wants me to drive to Tampa. He has to do his job, right? He's supposed to be on time. To be on time is the job. Not to play with scammers. He was on time. No, he hours late picking it up, hours late dropping it off last night, hours late this morning dropping it off, and he said he would be here at 5:30. It is now 7:30. Not to play with scammers. He was on time. You are the scammer. He's getting me. He's getting me. You moron. Calls me a moron. I have no keys. Even earlier, he got to Florida from New Hampshire in 2 days. I don't want to use this card ever. And I did. Heads up, 1.5 million views on YouTube, 420,000 loyal followers. This whole day has been a video. So shut up and don't waste my time. You have 2 options. Go meet him and grab the keys. Wah ha 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 wow. Please don't make me show 423,000 followers your name and phone number. I don't care, you cheap clown. Do not waste my time. Go find a job. I'm trying my hardest to not say anything insulting. I need keys and I want to pay you ASAP. And don't make normal people brains. Every time you have given me has been a lie. How far is he? Go meet him. I can't go to Tampa. Has he left yet? Go Tampa. He is almost there. Almost in Tampa or almost here? How do cooler heads prevail in this situation? I can't. I'm like ready to blow my mind. Go meet him. I can't go to Tampa. Has he left there yet? Go Tampa. He is almost there. 15 minutes and has 2 pickups there. Meet him there. 15 minutes from Tampa or 15 minutes from here? Tampa. I'm out. Sent me a clown. So I wrote, if he wants to leave the keys somewhere tonight, I promise I'll happily pay you when I get back here in the morning. If not, I'll figure something out and no one's getting paid. I have to leave. I will receive my payments anyways with penalties. No, get lost, you cheap scammer. I will charge you twice. How do you handle this situation in the real world? Not with violence, even though I want to be extremely violent. And I am not a violent person. How do you handle this situation? Do I stay here till midnight and my son sacrifices and hopefully the guy shows up, sleep in my truck till he shows up, and then I'll probably fight him in a parking lot? Or do I just say, I'm going home, I'll call, I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. What would you guys, how would you handle this? I'm out, I'm leaving. I'll update you at the end of this video, like tomorrow. I'll let you know what happens in the next clip, which will probably be tomorrow. I'm leaving.
A few minutes later.
Last ditch effort text message to some guy that seems impossible to deal with. I'm heading home. My son has school in the morning. Let me be clear. I want to pay you. I just need 3 keys first. I'm canceling my credit card tonight on the drive home. I will be back here in the morning. If your driver is here tonight, he can leave all of the keys inside of the driver's rear wheel of the Mercedes. If they are there in the morning, I will gladly send you a Zelle payment for the balance right away. If not, no one gets paid and we all lose. I'd prefer to pay you though. However, if for some reason the cars are missing in the morning, I will report your driver for grand theft larceny. He does not have my permission to transport the vehicles anywhere else. Again, one choice, we all lose, or the keys are there in the morning with the car, I send your payment and everyone is happy. I just can't wait anymore. Let me know what you decide. I hope it's to leave the keys and get paid. Good? Mm-hmm. Pretty reasonable, right? Okay. Logan, there are some life lessons and that's part of the reason why I want you to join me in these things. You saw how frustrated I was today. Mm-hmm. I'm fuming. I didn't yell at him. I didn't swear at him. I didn't say derogatory phrases to him. I didn't say anything that I wanted to say to him. I tried to be as patient as I could. Me being mean to somebody that's already upset isn't going to get us anywhere. And he wrote, okay, so he finishes the pickup and then can move to that location where Mercedes are parked. So I could have yelled and sworn through text, or I could have called and said nasty things to him. Would not have worked. Just calm, 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 even though I'm not calm. In my head, I'm trying to be calm. And that's how you're gonna get what you want, or what you need. Tomorrow morning, we'll see if those keys are actually there, though. Might be something very different.
The next morning.
Next morning, it is 8:30. I've been on the road for 2 hours, heading to Orlando again. Got some more messages from the shipper last night, which I'll read to you in a minute. So I got home 10:30 last night. Thought we were good. Thought we smoothed everything out. We did not. Apparently, we did not. You cannot reason with unreasonable people. Just feel helpless sometimes, which is a weird feeling. Like you cannot help. You cannot do anything to make something happen. It's such a weird feeling. I just don't know what to do. So I'm going to read you the conversation that I had at 9:56 p.m. last night. So I thought we were good. So he finishes up and you can move on to that location where the Mercedes are parked. That's the last conversation we had. Then at 10 o'clock last night, now keep in mind, he said he was going to be there between 8 and 9, so he wanted me to wait until 8 or 9 o'clock last night, which we couldn't. I had to leave. 10 o'clock. This driver can't move anymore. He has a logbook break. A logbook break is like drivers aren't allowed to drive a certain amount of time before taking breaks, so he had to take a break, 2-hour break. So 10 p.m. Had we waited till 10 p.m., that's when I got notified that he can't drive anymore. I send another one with empty trailer. We will pick up Mercedes and figure out tomorrow with police. Enough with that. That's an arbitrary message that I got from him last night after I thought we were good. So where is he with the keys? I'm 2 minutes from the auction, and I'm probably gonna have to go meet this guy wherever he is. Is he in Jacksonville? Is he in Tampa? Where the heck is he? I am officially at our Mercedes, both looking good. No keys. Cannot move these cars. So I drove up here, drove back yesterday, wasted my time. These cars are still here. There's always a solution, and I'm sure this video is too long already. I am gonna leave it here and start at part 2, which is assuming that I am going to get keys to this car and bring it through this auction today and sell both of these. That is our next video. So for now, stay tuned. I would love to hear your comments. What should I have done differently? Subscribe, and if you want to see part 2, that'll be the next video. Thanks for being part of this with me. I'm glad I'm not alone. Having you with me in this makes me feel like I'm not alone. It's my therapy, so thank you. I'll see y'all later. Adios.
A few days later.
My trip is over, the auctions are over, and I'm back home. I want to throw this clip in with the delivery headache. So you saw what I went through with the delivery, the transport headache. I just got this thing. It was parked outside of my neighborhood, went and got it, and I want to show you what I found inside, which I can guarantee you wasn't in here before because I don't drink this stuff. So this came from Thank You for Shopping. This was on the floor of my Land Rover. 2 tall boys, empty. And I noticed it smelled like beer when I moved this car. I'm like, why does it smell like beer? 2 empty tall boys, right in there, sitting on the floor. So this guy was he drinking in my car? Next to my car? When was he drinking and then driving a giant truck and trailer with 3 cars on it? That's, geez, freaking world is, like, people are wild. This is crazy.